Hi everyone, welcome to the video. It's Jay, Ginger Ninja, and today just going to bring you some practice Catacomb Cup battles that me and my mate PhiliJimBob did the other day. We did like 3 best of 3s just using different teams. So my screen's on the left, his screen's in the middle. I just thought it'd be cool to get both screens on at the same time, so you get to see both sides of it, both perspectives. And obviously, for each set of 3, we change up our teams, so the images on the right hand side will change as well. But yeah, we'll just get into it. So here I'm testing out Jan Mega. I've got a rank 1. This one isn't the rank 1 because I hadn't got the rank 1 double moved. So I was like, well, if I try out the other one, and which is already double moved, and then just see how I feel about it. And it did alright, to be fair, but I don't think it's going to make it into any of my actual tournament teams. I got a bit of stick as well because I threw Umbreon in there. But I don't know, it's just such a tanky boy, isn't he? So he has his uses. He has uses. Any cup that your Umbreon's in, I mean, you'd be stupid, well, not stupid not to use him, but you know what I mean, to use him is the right thing to do in most cases. But I feel like in this cup a lot of people are just going to be trying to build teams to combat against Umbreon. So currently the way it's standing, probably safer to not bother using Umbreon. A lot of teams tend to have at least 3, maybe even 4 counters to it. It's one of them. I sort of completely messed up this first game anyway. Over farming, being too greedy, but at the same time I'm still trying to get to grips with the Catacomb Cup. Catacomb, can I talk? Yeah, Catacomb. But yeah, still trying to get to grips with it. I started off feeling quite good about it. Really enjoyed how diverse I thought the meta was going to be. And then very quickly came to terms with how diverse it is, but realistically you need to have some staples in your team, which pretty much everyone's going to have, and I've come to terms with Venusaur and Lapras are like probably in 90% of teams at the minute, along with Southern Widow. But yeah, so that tends to be like the core, but other than completely fucking up the first game, let's see how I do for the rest of them anyway. So yeah, so I've led here with Lapras instead of the Widow, so I know that I can win this in the 2 shields, I believe. So let's see what Phil does. It looks like he's going to stay in, so I'm just going to keep farming up. Gonna shield the Rock Slide. I'm not sure, am I going to possibly charge up to 2 saves and go back to back? Obviously the water damage is super effective, so yeah, I'm going for back to back. Get the first one off, it's going to shield. I mean, look at counter chunks so much. He cheekily swaps out into his own Lapras to take the next surf. But that's fine because I've got Alolan Graveler in the back. For whatever reason I stay in. Well, I stay in because I want to get my energy back for a surf for Sudowoodo. Just in case, because I've got Umbreon and Graveler both with counter. So I managed to get a Rock Slide off. Or Rock Blast, sorry. So he's going to shield it up. And now it's a race whether I can get to the next one, but I can't because he's already at another surf. So that sucks. Doesn't take me out though. So here I over farm a little bit. I do an extra one purely because I don't want to get farmed by Sudowoodo. So like the less energy I can give him, the better, because I'm presuming that he'd come back in with Otherwise, because he wouldn't want to tell me, like, show his third Pokemon. So obviously Scyther comes in and I go straight into Lapras. So I don't give him an opportunity to consider swapping out. I get the silph off, and then I'm going to switch instantly without even looking at what coming in. It's Jumpluff. So, and to be honest with you, here I was unsure how this matchup would play out. Obviously both really bulky Pokemon, both really spammy. Jumpluff probably got the advantage in the sense of you can get the defense drop. So charge up to back-to-back foul plays. He sneaks a Bullet Seed in, which is really annoying. But I managed to get the back-to-back to sort of even it back out. So foul play just doesn't do very much. So obviously here I was just wondering, I just didn't know. But obviously I know I've got Lapras in the back, so I'm just thinking, well, as long as he's throwing his energy and he's not overcharging, I can safely just let Umbreon go and come in with Lapras and just Ice Shard down. And I think that is what I'm going to do. So yeah, I consider swapping, but he throws his energy, so I'm like, that's even better. So I can just come in, one Ice Shard. So obviously it's heavily super effective because the flying and grass types, so it takes them out. So here I lead Umbreon into Lapras because I'm a dirty boy using Umbreon. So this is one where Lapras can win in the twos if he goes straight Skull Bash. So I'm just going to charge up to the back-to-back foul plays. I sort of expected him to shield at least one of them. Obviously he gets that Ice Shard in, which is annoying. So I'm trying to go back-to-back, so I'm behind on energy now because he snuck in a move. And here I am fully preempting Skull Bash. So I throw my shield up and it's a silph. So I was like, okay. And then obviously I know this next one's a silph, so I'm definitely not going to shield. So then he swaps in Pinsir and I'm really slow. Decide, well, I'm just going to take the move because I just froze apparently. So I'm going to throw Last Resort when realistically I should have banked that energy, I think, and just swapped out into Venusaur. But he doesn't shield and does a heck of a chunk. He farms me down, so now he's got energy, he's got shield advantage. So I'm trying to be clever here. I'm going to come in with Lapras and then I was going to swap into Veno. Should have done the other way around. He throws a close combat. I should have gone in with Venusaur, taken whatever move and then swapped into Lapras. Obviously he close combated me and it just, because obviously if you threw close combat, if you threw anything on Venusaur really initially, I can just soak it up. Then I could have swapped out into Lapras, farmed it down, shielded if it needs to shield, come up with energy, but it wasn't to be. So now he's got 2 shields to my none, but I've got loads of energy on Venusaur. He comes in with Victory Bell, so I'm just going to go straight Sludge Bomb. Just don't really think there's any point in baiting, it's not worth the risk. Because obviously the Razor Leaf damage is quite minimal, and also the fact that it's not going to get to a charge move very quickly, so I know I can spam the Sludge Bombs. So I'm trying to count. He swaps out into Lapras, so I was like, okay. Proper like threw me off. So I throw Frenzy Plants, get rid of Lapras. I swap it into my own Lapras as he comes back in with Victory Bell and I take the Leaf Blade. So that fantastic because I knew he was going to be there, and then I'm just hoping I can get to a sludge bomb, and I do. That was pretty clutch. So yeah, GG's in that first set of 3. So second set, I've dropped Pincer on myself and I've brought in Frostless. Feels like a few changes. It's brought in a bit of spice with the Rhyperia. So yeah, see how this goes. So I lead Umbreon into Beedrill. Not great when there's 2 shields. Gets the X's as quicker than I can get them a foul play. And obviously it's super effective. Although it's super effective, doesn't do too much, but it does enough. Enough for me to want to get out of there. So I've swapped into Lapras and he's swapped into Rhyperia with Stone Edge. Now, it's not as good as a matchup for him as it should be because the Ice is super effective and my Silphs are super effective. So as much as he wants to try and smack me down with Smackdown, I'm able to get to 2 Silphs. He's got to shield to keep switch advantage, so I'm going to be up 2 shields. Obviously, I don't know what he's running, but I know he's definitely going to have probably either Silph or Superpower. But I was kind of expecting a Rock Wrecker, but I guess with Smackdown as a quick move, there's no need for Rock Wrecker. Silph and Superpower probably is the correct move set. So I shielded up the first one, it was a Silph, so that was stupid. Don't shield the second one, it's a Superpower, and again that's fine because it resisted. So he brings in Beedrill and then I throw Frenzy Plant, which is obviously heavily resisted. I don't know the matchup well enough yet. I'm presuming I probably should have gone straight Sludge Bomb, because obviously the poison and the bug makes the grass like stupidly resisted. So I think going Sludge Bomb is the correct way to go. But again, I'm still learning the matchup. Like I said, I'm still trying to get to grips with this. And then, what kind of idiot does that? Hey, I threw a last resort against Credilli. Who? Oh, what the hell? Oh, yeah. Normal. PvP 101. Rock resists normal. Dude. Oh, yeah. Anyway, if I'd have not done that, this might have been a different game. So obviously you throw in foul plays, I'd have got to another one because my last resort takes more energy, so I'd have probably taken the Credilli out, but no. So come back in with Venusaur, I'm farming down as much as I can. I throw the Frenzy Plant before they get to another charge move because it'll take me out. But I don't think I'm going to get to a Sludge Bomb in time to throw the Beedrill, and I don't know if it'd be enough anyway. I think it would be, but yeah. And I think he'd have won CMP as well. So yeah, takes that first one in the second set. Who throws a normal type attack at Rock? Yep, I know. Anyway, so second game, we're having Venusaur mirror match. Oh, that's a train going past my house. So here, what are we gonna do? So I go for the bait. He goes for a Sludge Bomb. He wins CMP. I throw up shield. I get him with the Sludge Bomb, but I've shielded, so it's fine. And I'm going to get him with the bait, so that's always good. So I'm going to beat him to the next Sludge Bomb, so obviously I'm going to throw it. So I get both of his shields now. And then it's a case of, is he going to try and bait me, or... And I'm just thinking here, well, if it's a sludge bomb, I'm going to be ahead on energy. So I'm going to let it go through and try and keep shield advantage. So here he swaps out, and I very, very luckily caught that he was switching out, and then threw a frenzy plant instead and caught the Credilli with a frenzy plant. And I just can't take it out with another one, so he gets to grass knot. I consider shielding, but I don't. I feel like I definitely need to keep my shield because his Venusaur has got energy. So in comes my Frostlass, and obviously gets to a stone edge because I got greedy, thinking I could farm down. So now I've got to expend my shield, and I'm in a quite a bad position. So I'm wondering what's going to come in. So Rhyperior comes in, and I completely mess up because I throw straight away when actually I should have farmed and gone back to back. And if I'd have done that, I'd have been able to throw an avalanche at the Venusaur. So he got to frenzy point before I got to avalanche. It wasn't CMP because obviously Frostlass would win the CMP. Frenzy plant completely destroys me, and now I've got a Lowland Graveler in the back, which is also very weak to Venusaur, and I can't get to a Rock Blast, so that's going to be a GG. So yeah, that was just me being too eager. I should have farmed off, so I had back to back, and then that would have been a very different story, but it is what it is. So here it's Umbreon into Rhyperior. So I'm going to shield up, I believe. Yep, because I'm like, oh, obviously he's going to superpower me and switch out. It's fine. What comes in? It's Beedrill, so I've got back-to-back fire plays now. He's got a couple of poison jabs in, that's okay. Gonna throw. And then switch out. After I think I was trying to switch out into Frostlass and to catch an X-Scissor, but because I was still in the actual move animation, the quick move animation, it wouldn't let me switch. So now I'm just stuck in, and I was like, you know what, sod it. Let's just commit. Because at the end of the day, Rhyperior and Umbreon isn't a great matchup for me. Greedy. So we got a CMP tie. And ooh! Very, 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 very close there. Got 1 HP left, and I managed to get the foul play off. So we get his shield, so we're even shields now. So I can come in with Frostlass and farm down. Oh, I go Venusaur. Wow. Okay. Even I don't remember what I was doing, this was just last night. So I'm gonna take loads of damage from Poison Jab and an X-Scissor. Let's see what my rationale was behind doing that. So he's got Rhyperior and Veno in the back. He's going to bring in his own Venusaur, but I've got so much energy. Like it's fine. So I'm going to throw a Sludge Bomb, and he thinks I'm going to bait, but I'm not. So that completely wrecks. Wow, that does so much damage in comparison to like Ultra League, which I've been so used to using, because I use Venusaur in Ultra League for GBL, but very rarely do I use them in the Great League. So anyway, I let my Venusaur go because I'm just like, it's fine. Frostlass is going to come in. I've got a shield, and I'm going to farm down. I'm going to have loads of energy, and it's going to be a nice GG. So I'm going to get to back-to-back avalanches. So he does the right thing though, because he swapped out his Venusaur so I couldn't get any more energy. But he can't smack me down in time for me to get back to back, or directly back to back. So I've got too much energy, too much health, sorry, and I'm going to be able to power the snow down his returning Venusaur. So yeah, that was that. So that was, I think the first one was 2-1 to Phil, the second one was 2-1 to me. Could be wrong, doesn't really matter, it's just a bit of practice. So here we're using different teams again. I've gone for a very funky team, and yeah, I got my boy Mercargo. So here I'm gonna tank. I've got a rank 1, so I'm just gonna like throw a surf, that's fine. I am now gonna try and rock throw you down. The ice shards are resisted, obviously resisted by rock and by fire, so aren't really doing much to me. Gonna claim one of the shields back with the stone edge, and then I'm gonna try and rock throw down before he can ice shard me down, and we simultaneously KO, and I'm a shield off. So realistically here I should be in a good position. So I'm going to come back in with Blossom because I don't want to show. Oh no, what am I doing? Oh my god. So ignore me. So he comes back in with Sudowoodo though, as you will, because he doesn't want to show his third Pokemon. I come in with Sableye because I want to show mine. So he tanks Foul Play, which he tanks pretty nicely. But I've got shield advantage, so I figure that should be okay because I'll. Yeah. Okay, so switch out. Right, okay, interesting. So switch out into Blast. So I've got Bullet Seed, Leaf Blade, and Dazzling Gleam on mine currently for this practice. So I'm gonna be able to throw quite a few Leaf Blades here, which does junk, does like what a good 45% damage there. So he's gonna have to use his shield. I'm gonna get to Leaf Blades quicker than he can get to an Avalanche. I've still got a shield, so we need to get to back to back. I'm cutting this one fine. Did I press Leaf Blade? Oh, so I didn't, but luckily he wasn't quite at his back to back, so I managed to sneak that through. So now back in comes Sudowoodo, and to be fair, probably could have farmed him down there. Yeah, but it's fine. I've thrown. Leaf Blade takes him out, and happy days. So I actually really like my cargo, but I can't yet get it to work. This is a terrible lead for me. Weavile into Vespiquen. The Fury Cutter would absolutely shred, but he's got Air Slash, which is actually makes it better for me because it's not super effective. So I'm going to shield up, expecting the next scissor. It is, that's fine. So now I'm going to go for back-to-back Avalanche. Again, I've been toying around with Weavile. I really enjoy it as Pokemon, but do I use Foul Play, Avalanche, or do I throw Focus Blast in there? I definitely think I need to keep Avalanche, but then I lose. Like if I have Foul Play, then you know all the Frostlass that are floating around. You know, it's obviously I think it pretty much takes out Frostlass. So it's one of them. Anyway, I take shield advantage, come in with my cargo, so that's fine, and then come in with Blossom. So he has got Alolan Muck, which I've pretty much ignored for this cup, to be honest, but definitely has got play. So I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, see how much damage it does, just again to practice, you know, out of curiosity more than anything. It does quite a chunk, not enough, but it does a chunk. So now he's going to get a Sludge Wave off. This probably, well, I'm pretty sure this KOs me, but that's fine. So I've got my finisher in the back in the form of Magcargo, and he's going to take on the world. So, so come on. So, and even better, he's got Vespergun and Lapras. So absolutely loving it. So what's he going to come in with? He comes in with Lapras and then swaps out into Vespergun, hoping to catch a Stone Edge. But nah, that ain't happening, boy. So Rock Throw down and then get a Stone Edge off on Lapras. And the snail comes through. And then I'm just going to be able to Rock Throw him down. Cheers, bruh. So yeah. So now the last game. What happens here? So I've led Sableye into Lapras. Not very sure how I'm feeling about Sableye, but he switches out very quickly. And this really confused me, so I was actually just counting then. So I only counted 4 snarls there. But he gets to a Sludge Wave. And I was literally like, you got 4, why are you throwing a Dark Pulse, Phil? Come on, man. It's like, you need to at least try and bait me. And then the Sludge Wave came through and I was like, what? What? Whatever. It's fine. I need to obviously learn to count snarls better. So I'm going to throw the Energy Ball, hoping for defensive debuff more than anything. Obviously he's getting a hell of a ton of energy there, it snarls me down. I might have been better to go for 3 Aerial Aces, to be honest. I might have at least forced the shield. And then very stupidly I come in with Sableye, because Dark Pulse is going to absolutely chunk. I'm going to have to take one of them. I can't invest both shields now. It's got Lapras in the back. I don't know what his other one is. So I thought that does just over 50%. So I'm trying to, what I do, yeah, Shadow Claw down. So I've got quite a bit of energy now, so it's not too bad. But what's he going to bring in? So in comes Vespergun. So I'm going to go for a bait with Foul Play. And I get the shield, so that's good. But I'm not going to be able to, these air slashes are chunking, so I need to throw a Power Gem and hope that he doesn't shield. But he does last minute. So that sucks. Because now we can just air slash me down. I mean, would I have got there? I don't know, don't think I would have. So I've still got a shield, but I've got absolutely no answer to this Vespergun. So I think I just give up. Obviously he's just gonna air slash and X's me down, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, so thanks Phil for the practice, and hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and hope you're enjoying the Catacomb Cup. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one.